Francesca here, and welcome to Take the Lead Tuesdays, where I encourage women to take the lead in business, work, and life. So, I want to talk about everyone's favorite topic. Drum roll. No, I'm just joking. But I get a lot of, people want to find out about mentoring. People want to find out, can you be my mentor? I'm looking for a mentor. I like the relationship. And this is the funniest one. I like the relationship between you and your mentor. Can I be your sister mentor? And I'm like, huh? Can someone who is male mentor me? Like all these kind of questions. So I want to just share a couple of my thoughts. Some you may not necessarily agree with around mentoring. I'm not going to give you a definition about what a mentor is or who a mentor is or where to find a mentor. They know they sell mentor for market, so just bear with me. But I'm going to share a couple of things. So the first thing is, how do you find a mentor? I feel like looking for a mentor should be very organic. It shouldn't be. You can try to like email people or DM them or send them messages on LinkedIn to say, oh, I want you to be my mentor. But I don't know that that's very effective. So I'll just share a couple of personal experiences. So for me, my first mentor, who I love with all my heart, the way that I met her was I went for an interview, and at the interview we're told to wear dress business like or corporate or something like that, and I was annoyed by that because I was like, here they come again trying to put us into boxes. So of course everybody was wearing like a suit or whatever. So I was like, I'm going to wear a yellow dress, and that's what I did. I wore a yellow dress to this interview, and I went for the interview. I'm going to add that I didn't really want the job, but a friend of mine had put in a good word and had recommended me, and I was like, I'm not going to let anybody down, but I'm just going to do everything that would disqualify me from the job. So that's why I wore the yellow dress. So I wore the yellow dress, went for this interview, and I had such an amazing time. It was of course there was a panel there, but I had a great time chatting with them, and then when I was, and then we got to the place of, so what do you want your salary to be? And I think I said the lowest thing possible. Again, remember that I wasn't trying, I was actively trying not to get this job. And so when I finished, one of the people on the panel, I think she was even the only woman on the panel, she called me and said, did you not prepare for the interview? And I was like, I did. And she was like, why did you price yourself so low? Then I was like, actually I was trying not to get the job because of this, that, and the other. And she was like, what? Okay, it seems like you need direction in your life, so I'll do that. And that's how, this was maybe 9 years ago, and that's how we've been joined at the hip since then. Her name is Nkiro Lumide Ojo. Please Google her, please. She's an amazing person, and that's kind of like how we started, the whole mentor-mentee relationship. And for me, it's actually been very organic because she, when people see us, they say, oh, we're similar. But what's important to me is that she's already, for me at that point, she was in the field that I wanted to be in. Corporate communications, marketing communications, PR. So I was like, oh, okay, she's doing great at it. So it means that I will do great at it too. So my point here is always find someone who, I think it helps to have someone where there are, similarities. So you can first begin to talk about it. Imagine if I first found someone who was in who was an engineer on the rig. Now, I'm not saying that person wouldn't be able to share some lessons, but it's always an easier way to start conversations if there are similarities. And that's how it was for me. Still talking about being organic, I'm all for reaching out to people. But even when you reach out to someone, don't say, oh, I want you to be my mentor. Always start with interest, because we're human beings and so we're communal. We want to be, we're connected. So always start with, oh, I read your book and I think such and such struck me because I am going through such and such and such. Would you mind shedding more light on blah, blah, blah? that's an easier way to have a conversation around, someone becoming your mentor than just saying, oh, I want you to be my mentor. Because remember, people are busy. There's, we're all struggling for like time. We want to know, is this really going to be worth it, and all, and all that. And please, for those who say, oh, I want you to be my mentor, can you please send me transport money to come for the meeting? I heard that that happened to someone that I know, and I was like, is the person serious? So you want to put your best foot forward. Then on the question of can a man mentor like a female? So again, these are personal views. I'm sure that it happens, but you have to show the utmost, you have to take like the utmost care with that situation. So if, for example, you're single and your mentor is married, you don't want to call this person after work hours. You don't want to send suggestive emails. You don't want to be in like suggestive meetings. You have to keep it as structured and as business-like as possible. If you do intend, and make sure that the wife knows you. You meet in open places, you meet at the office, you meet, you want to make everybody as comfortable as possible with that situation. And talking about structure, a lot of people say things like, okay, I have this timetable or this timeline, we'll meet 6 o'clock every day at the roundabout under the full moon. Okay, I'm just joking. But like sometimes for some people structure works. Oh, we're going to meet 6 to 8 every day, or once a month, or 3 times a month, or whatever. But for some people, there are also more people like me actually. They are more spontaneous. So it's like, oh, let's go to the spa, let's have a spa day, and we can talk about like career and life and things like that. So you have to know what works. I personally, I'm not a huge fan of like this super structured approach, because I think it takes the spontaneity out of things, and you can already tell I'm a much more spontaneous person. And then finally, what is your goal? Sometimes when people say, oh, I want her to be my mentor, I want him to be my mentor because his car is nice. Are you serious? Are you serious at all? Oh, I want her to be my mentor because her weaves are always lovely. No, for me, I always look at similarities. Is this person doing what I want to do? Is this person in the field that I am? Does this person have something that I want to be? Oprah Winfrey doesn't know, but she's my mentor. I've never met her before, but like just how she expresses herself, how she's wonderful with the media, how she's such an impactful, powerful person, how she uses her power for impact. That's inspiring to me, and so she's my mentor. Same thing for Michelle Obama. Same thing for the other women who I've also met, who I'm like, okay, that particular thing. So you don't really have to know your mentor like one-on-one. You don't really have to know the person personally, but there will be things about their lives that are resonant with you, and that you can take that on. But remember what I said. Always a good should I say best practice? It always works better if there are similarities to start from. So look around you, look in your industry. Who are those who are doing what you want to do professionally, personally, or even in business? And then, find a way to connect with those people. So, I'm eager to hear your own stories about mentorship. Is there any one of you who's has like a mentor of the opposite sex? How has that been working out? I'm curious to hear, your own experiences. So please use the comment section and let's, have this conversation going. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that you're aware when the next video comes up. Bye.